Hi, and welcome. In today's show, we are going to be talking more comments right after this. Hi, and welcome to today's show. In today's show, we are going to be talking about more comments, your guys' comments. We'll be talking about those. Okay, so like I said, I'm enjoying these comments. I enjoy seeing you guys throwing your comments out at me. So again, we're going to talk about some comments that's come in probably, let's see, the past 10 days or so. So we're going to talk about those. So let's get started. Brian says, just a thought. I think it would be great. It would be good to be, I'm sorry. I think it would get good at fletching your bolts. Okay, yeah. This is from the is the 10-point TRX 515 too fast? I would bet every time you pull the trigger, it would strip off fletchings. I would want to at least 500 grain bolt arrow and maybe a hybrid broadhead. I like my SWAT broadheads though. $3,500 plus is a lot of cash for a crossbow unless you're a professional hunter. And Brian, I'd have to agree with you. It's a lot of money. 3,500 bucks plus, depending on what type of scope you're going to get and all that kind of stuff. Ripping off the fletchings, I would hope not, but only time will tell. With a 500 grain bolt and a hybrid broadhead. I think there's just a couple of broadheads out there. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I know one of them's from Thorn. I don't remember who the other one was. So if you guys know who the other one was, leave in the comments. I greatly appreciate that. But I would hope the fletchings wouldn't come off. now, now it's shooting at 515 with 400 grain arrows, and it's getting some good stuff out there. So it remains to be seen. There hasn't been a lot of videos out there, and I really don't think those videos are going to show fletchings coming up. I just got that gut feeling on that. So, yeah. Thank you for the question, Brian. So let's go over to the next question from Amputee Hunter. I talked to Amputee Hunter a lot. I'm not a big fan of crossbows. I'm not a big fan of this crossbow because a few reasons. Cause I think one, it gives us crossbow hunters a bad reputation from anti-crossbow people because of speed. I really don't think any crossbow should shoot over 420 because now the speed like that you'll have to figure out the broadhead that will work with being deployed, and I just can't see spending that kind of money on a crossbow like that, and I'm sure the draw weight you'll have limb problems. Yeah. um Crossbows are always going to get faster regardless, and we'll talk more, and I got another comment later down the road. We'll talk more about that, but a good speed is in the 400s, I would say. from a crossbow out of the box, and of course make it heavier. It's gonna make it slower. It's gonna make it quieter, so on and so forth. Um, but figuring out broadheads, yes, absolutely. I mean, there's like I said, I think of one, maybe two broadheads that can handle that type of speed. I don't think the Rage can. And all, I mean, if you want to put a fixed blade on it, you're talking a ton of work with a 3-blade fixed blade on there. A lot of work. So I don't think that's going to work. The draw weight causes limb problems. That remained to be seen. They put a lot of work and technology into the system. So yeah, it's just a wait to be seen. I really wish people when they do videos on those that they would really get more in depth, because I know nothing about them. I just what I see on other videos. Okay, so how about the next question? Hey, for calculations, you have to change the initial speed. It will not be one slug. A momentum in with a 5 to 550 because it won't be doing 515. With that, it will be 380 to 340, which will drop 0.6, 0.9 slugs. Still great amount, but not that powerful, no matter the accuracy tech you use at close range. Okay, and that's from Chris. Okay, Chris. You have some very good points. However, 380 to 340, no. It's going to be in the 400 range. Okay? Because you got to remember 400 grain arrows shooting out of that crossbow, 415. Okay? So if you put a 500 grain arrow in there or more, it's going to drop it down probably to around the 450, 440 range. That's just my guess. Just my guess. I don't have a crossbow like that. So there is a couple of things. It's got a little dampening stuff on there and stuff. I think to make it go faster and still be quiet, it's taking all that stuff off. Okay. And putting in a heavier arrow. Because you figure that dampening stuff on there is probably going to take, I don't know, the kind of speed off. I really don't know, to make it faster. So if we take all that off and use a heavy arrow, so let's say 550, 560, just a guess, it's going to go down to about 450. So the slugs, the momentum are still going to be up there, maybe 0.9, maybe even at 1. But without having actual numbers, really hard to put all that together. Okay, so let's move on to the next comment. Oh, wrong one. Okay, there we go. This is from Bailey Michael. Thank you, my friend. I'm learning a lot. Mickey, Daytona Beach, Florida. And man, right now, Mickey, the Daytona 500. And you're probably getting a little wet at the time of this recording. But yeah, I got some more stuff coming out. It's a very slow process. The reason I'm taking it slow is to make sure every step that I do is perfect. Well, I'm not perfect, but hopefully the arrows are perfect. Stefan. This is on the 515. Most definitely not too fast. Okay. Now, I agree with you. It's not too fast. However, here is my thought on the process. And this is, I don't know, just bear with me here a second. As crossbow hunters, we obviously want to take clean and ethical shots. That's number one. Ethical shots, accuracy. Together. Boom. Okay. That is so important. However, we're just going to do a what if. Okay. You're sitting there in your blind, tree stand, under a rock, whatever, wherever you're at. And you see this buck of a lifetime. And it's out there at about 70 yards. You got this 515. It's shooting at 450 feet per second. You know your crossbow can reach out to it. You know that. Okay. You've been out practicing and you've done the whole thing. You know everything you need to know about your crossbow. So here comes his buck. Perfect shot. 70 yards. Are you going to take it? That would be the question. Are you going to take that shot? So, here's some thoughts. We know arrows arc. We know that. When you look through your scope, everything you want to do, you look through that scope, everything is going to be clear. Do that. So, what about the branches up here? The leaves and all that kind of stuff. When you arc that arrow down. Doesn't make any difference if you're shooting from a tree stand, blind, under the rock. Doesn't make any difference. Think about that a second. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Okay. Okay, this one just came in. This video just went out. I have shot the Raven 500 and the 10.505. I mainly shoot the 150 servo Crossbow head or a SWAT exposed CP mag. Okay, I'm not quite sure what he's talking about here. This is on the 10-point KRX 515. I to be honest with you, I don't know what this 150 servo Rubstow, whatever you call it, crossbow head, or the SWAT crossbow CP mag. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not quite sure what you're talking about there, and I do apologize. So if you got any more information, please leave me in the comments. Okay. Let's go to the next one. All right, Stephen, too fast or too powerful? It just sounds un-American to me. Technology and innovation continue to march on, and we should be leading the way and setting the This is from the 10-point DRX 515. Is it too fast? Okay, great comment. I like it. Too fast, too powerful. You know, the thing about it is fast. No doubt about it. It's powerful. No doubt about it. Technology is going to continue to advance. But the one problem with technology continuing and advancing, some things aren't advancing fast enough with it. What do I mean? Heavy arrows. They're not getting any heavier unless you find ways to make them heavier, like plugging them with a lot of lead or something. So we need heavier carbon. Okay, probably thicker wall carbon arrows, so we don't blow up arrows. We're going to need, I guess, it's broadheads. You got tons and tons of companies out there: Mossy, Thorn, Rage, and I guess we can keep going and going and going. They need to keep up with the technology too on their broadheads. Fixed broadheads, they're going to be fine, but you got to make sure everything is lined up. When I make sure everything is lined up, is you got to put your arrow out flat, and you got to fix that broadhead or that fixed broadhead in the front to where it matches. Now with these 10-point, well, that's going to be tough. Really tough. Because you got to get in there, you got to pull that old weight out, reinsert it, turn it, and fix the broadhead. Maybe I'll do a video on that here, a short video on that later on. But you tell me what you guys think. But glues, they got to keep up with technology too. Like the, in the arrows and the broadheads, all that's got to keep up. And right now, what I see is they're lacking behind. When I say lacking behind, we've had the 505, we've had the 500 from Raven out for a couple of years now, maybe 3 years. And I haven't seen any company advance with that type of broadhead at all. Unless you have. I can't keep track of all of them out there, but maybe so. But I do know Thorn, theirs is 500 and above. I really wish they'd make 150 grain broadhead. That would be fantastic. I would love it. But again, with broadheads, with the faster arrows, if you're talking about weight, we probably need some broadheads that are going in about 175, 200 grains. Keep that front end weight. Same thing with the rear end of these arrows. They're going to be more bulky. Otherwise, if they're not bulking them up, they're going to blow them out too. So it's one of those. What do you do? Fletchings, I don't see, they're going to be just fine. It's just going to be a matter of what you want in a fletching. But again, the glue's got to keep up with it too. Because there's going to be a lot of heat going down that barrel from that crossbow. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Amputee Hunter, did I make a mistake? Good luck with your arrow build. I hope you can achieve getting them within 1 grain of each other, as long as there's with mine, as long as his is within 3 grains. Okay, gotcha. All right. So again, that's my goal, to keep them within 1 grain. Am I going to achieve it? That's my goal. If I don't, I'm not going to sweat it. No big deal. But when he's talking about mistake, if you haven't seen that video, I cut my arrows about a hair too long. So I went back, recut them down to 20 inches. Okay. Next comment. It's from Brian. Did I make a mistake? I think you fixed it. Yeah, I think. Measure twice, cut once. Absolutely. And I didn't do that. I think you have a good plan. I'll be watching to see which one of your bows likes. Me too. I got some other things going. I'll tell you about it here in just a second. I couldn't get out what was I couldn't make it out what it was. Have a great day. Okay. Again, thank you, Brian, for the comment. Yeah, just one of those things. I should have measured twice and just cut once, but I did. But hey, it wasn't. I didn't cut them too short, and go, oh boy. Cut them a little long. It's okay. You can come back and trim them down a little bit. Okay. All right. Let's go on to the next one here. This is Tony. This is a crossbow comparison video round 1. I'm wondering what scope you're using on these crossbows. Okay. Let me just do something here really, really quick. I did that video almost over a year ago, maybe a year ago. Some of these videos keep popping in. I don't know why, but it's not the first time that these videos have just randomly popped in. I don't know why. I being quite honest with you, I don't know. But try and answer your question, Tony. In this video here, you notice I had one with a scope and one not. The pile driver had the scope on it. It was the pile driver scope. I went back and looked at it. There's no. It's probably a 3x12 or something like that. Not a very powerful. It's just a cheap scope that came with the crossbow. But as far as scopes, I have the Vortex crossbow scope, great scope. I have multiple CV Life scopes. I know they're cheap, but I've used them in the past on my crossbows when I first got into it, and they seem to work, pretty decent. I got the ATN scope. I've got my Boris scope, Oracle X. I got 2 10-point scopes. I got the Killer Instinct Speed Ring scope. Again, all those scopes are good. I haven't had any issues. The only issue I've had is with me. The story. Go big or go home. And yeah, I've gone big too many times. And so, does that get me in the doghouse? Oh yeah. But I spent a lot of money on scopes for crossbows, and so it's just what I got going. So Tony, I know it doesn't really answer your question. I do apologize for that. But like I said, I got multiple scopes, multiple crossbows, too many crossbows, not enough crossbows anymore. So, yeah, scopes are one of the main things, obviously, of a crossbow. So, basically what I'm getting at here, Tony, is pick that scope that you want to use on your crossbow. You know, it's just, because I think that's what you're trying to ask without asking. If I'm wrong, again, hit me up in the comments. But maybe I'll go back and redo a video on my scope. I keep coming up with stuff. Anyways, speaking of go back to my build, just briefly, I'm getting myself in trouble with that. Good trouble. So you definitely want to watch my next video on that. And you'll see what I'm talking about. So, with that said, again, I hope you guys got something out of this. I enjoyed going over your guys' comments, and I really appreciate your comments. So keep the comments coming, and yeah, we'll see. We'll do this again later. So again, I want to thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Let me back up here a little bit. Hit that subscribe button so you guys know when I have other videos coming out. Hit that all notification bell to know when I got videos coming out. Because like I said, this build is getting bigger than we want. So you'll want to watch that for that. As soon as the weather clears, hopefully I can get out and start doing some shooting. I got some stuff I want to get done out there. So with that, so again, you'll want to hit that comment button, hit that all notification bell, leave me a comment, and by all means, share these videos. Most importantly, take 2 seconds, hit that subscribe button, and hit that all notification bell. Go ahead and do it. Good. All right. So, again, I want to thank you guys for watching. I greatly appreciate it. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I really do. And remember, these episodes are dedicated to my son. And again, thank you for watching Utah Crossbow Hunter.